how to use and order large format PDF sewing patterns with Love Notions. And today we're featuring Vivace Dolman. Hey there, sewing enthusiasts. Welcome back to the Love Notions Sewing Patterns channel here on YouTube. And I'm Tessa, and today we're going to be diving into the wonderful world of large format sewing patterns printed with Love Notions and featuring the gorgeous Vivace Dolman pattern. Whether you are a seasoned pro or you're just getting started with sewing, this video is packed with lots of tips to make your sewing experience a breeze. Before we jump into the nitty-gritty of large format printing, let's just take a quick second to look at a sewing pattern that I used a large format print for, the Vivace Dolman. This is a beautiful pattern from Love Notions, and it's really a versatile pattern because you can make it with both knit fabrics and woven fabrics. It's got a really striking, simple design with this crossover V with the pleat. But today we're not just going to be admiring it, we're here to learn how to sew it with a large format print. Today only, Vivace is on sale for $5, so make sure you check that out. Now let's talk about large format printing. Love Notions provides 3 file types with each of your purchases: a large format file, a projector file, and then the print at home or tutorial version. The large format is an A0 size file. It's a download that's separate from the other ones, and it allows you to print out your pattern on a giant sheet of paper and either print it at home on a plotter printer or send it to a copy shop. So with a large format printing, you get a full size pattern. Looks like this. And it prints out on 1 to 4 sheets, and there's really no effort when it comes to taping the pages together or dealing with all of those potential obstacles of a regular at-home printer, like not having ink or getting things aligned and all of that headache. Printing with a large format can really be a game changer for your efficiency because you're spending less time taping. So let's talk about what's included inside of that large format file of a sewing pattern from Love Notions. Now, how do you access that particular file for the pattern, and how do you use it for sewing? So there are basically 2 different options for using a large format file. External printing, where you send it to a copy shop, and then printing it yourself on a large format plotter printer that you might have access to. So first, let's discuss that large format printing ourselves. If you're lucky enough to have a large format plotter printer at home or accessible to you through work or a family member, printing patterns is an absolute breeze. You just simply access your large format file on Adobe Reader. You would adjust your settings for the layer that you want and the size and paper and all of that. And then voila, you're ready to cut and sew. You would be using an A0 size paper. Actually, this is how we do things at Love Notions. Our plotter printer lives in our fabric stash room, and it's been really a huge useful addition here since we moved into the workshop. And it's part of our job, but constantly dealing with printing and sewing, and this type of investment in a plotter printer made a ton of sense for our situation. Though I will tell you that the printer it's pretty pricey. And we bought ours on Amazon, and I'll put the link below. But our large format printer is an HP T730. And you might want to check it out. It might be an investment for you if you spend a lot of time printing patterns and you want them in large format style. We feel it's great for us, but you're going to have to decide for yourself. Let's break that down a little bit slower. Access your large format file from the 3 options. You're going to download that file through your account at lovenotions.com, and then you'll open up your downloads. Do not open it inside of the web browser because it's not going to have the correct printing setup. You're going to want to open that inside of Adobe. So close out of your internet browser and go over to Adobe and open up that file, the large format file, inside of Adobe Reader. It's a free program that you'll need to use to print at home. So there you'll find the entire pattern with all of the sheets and pages. Keep in mind which ones you'll need as you print. Then you click over on the right-hand side, there's this little two layered sheet where you can click on or off the layers that you need. So for example, I need size large and medium to print, so I'm gonna declick or unclick all of those other layers. Now I'm also gonna take a look at the pattern carefully and see which pages I need to print. So I'm gonna be doing the regular standard bust, so I will not need pages 3 and 6. I'm gonna click over to print, and I'm going to go to my HP T730, make sure that the printer is set up to have A0 paper and to go to our correct printer. I'm gonna go through that preview and make sure all the pages are there that I need. So I'm gonna be printing 1 through 2, 4 through 5. And then I'll go ahead and click print. And I can just walk right over to our printer in the office and pick up my printed pattern. So if you don't have a plotter printer, there's no problems because we allow you to upload your large format file, the PDF file, to tons of online printers. So whether you choose a pattern printing dedicated indie business or a big box printing store, the process really is pretty simple and convenient. So let's talk about ordering those pattern prints online. There are so many places that you can order from, and I'm going to cover a couple of them. First, let's start with pdfplotting.com. This is our preferred vendor for pattern printing. It's super convenient. So pdfplotting.com really makes this process a breeze. I think they're one of the most established printing companies for patterns on the market today. You're just going to go to pdfplotting.com. You will upload your large format file, so you'll download it onto your computer and then upload it into their system. You'll select your print options and your paper type. I think they have newsprint and then like a 20-pound white. And then you just order it. It's super easy. You don't have to put in any extra information. It's so nice. Now you could also try a place like FedEx. It's a reliable place. It's a brick and mortar company, so you can actually go in person to pick it up. And it offers lots of print services, including a large format print. You're going to go to their website. Again, you'll upload your large format file and you'll customize your print specifications and you'll finalize that order. Now, I would look for engineering or structural print or blueprint types of printing because it can be pretty expensive if they're printing it as if it was like a picture, like a PDF print. So you can pick that up in store, and it's another easy way, quick and easy way to do it. Another fantastic recently found option that we've had some experience with is Tape-Free Patterns. They're a newer site. They're based in Texas. And again, the process is really simple, and actually they have a really great price right now. You go to their website and you upload that large format file. You're gonna customize all your print preferences, which there really aren't a ton, and then you confirm your order. And since they're based in Texas, they've got pretty reasonable shipping throughout the entire United States, the lower 48. So that's another way that you can access a large format print to have it sent to your house with no taping. So if you want to see more options for the various large format printing stores online, you can go to our recent blog post, and it's all about using one pattern. We actually use Vivace Dolman pattern, that file, and we uploaded it to over a dozen different printers online. And we tried to compare apples to apples with all of the same similar options. And so you can take a look at that post and see all of the various pricing that those copy shop pattern printing places had for printing an A0 pattern from Love Notions. So I'll link that post below and you can take a look at it. We actually used the Vivace Dolman to show how to upload and what the different options that you have. We did over a dozen different stores. Now let's weigh the pros and the cons of a large format pattern. We know large format patterns are really convenient. But a drawback might be that there is some wait time that happens. When you're printing at home, it's instant. And you might also have to pay for some pretty high shipping costs, as well as the really variable cost of the print itself. We've seen anywhere from $1.50 a sheet to $7 a sheet. Another drawback is that it could be, hard to learn the process of ordering, though just like with printing a regular print at home pattern, you'll find that it becomes second nature and you can totally plan ahead and, stock up on a bunch at a time. Again, keep in mind that if you're printing at home, you're going to be able to do it instantly, but then you also have to deal with the taping and assembling multiple pages. So we're interested. What else do you think is a pro or a con for large format printing? Let us know in the comments below. And then also let me know what is stopping you, or why do you swear by large format printing? Just give me a comment below and let's discuss. So we love to know always more about your sewing experiences and all of the ways that you use and access your printed patterns, however you get them, whether that's in a large format file, a projector file, or in the regular printed home version. So there you have it. That's the scoop on the Love Notions large format sewing pattern files. You can find out lots more details, like I said, in that large format printing post that we just put onto the Love Notions blog. I linked it below, but you can also go to lovenotions.com/blog. One note is that I did extract 2 pages of the 6 sheets that are available for the Love Notions Vivace Dolman, and that's because I didn't need the full bust adjustment pages. So you can find more information about extracting a file if you just Google it, but I used the Adobe Pro extraction tool, and it was so easy. So another thing to consider if you have access to Adobe, the subscription version. And again, we really highly recommend and see tons of people projecting. So take a second to look into that option as well. If you're sick of taping patterns together and you don't want to deal with all of the paper and all of those extra steps, really consider projecting your patterns. It is taking over the indie garment sewing world for sure. Whatever way you do it, we're excited to help you create a garment that you love, and we can't wait to continue sewing with you at Love Notions. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe to the Love Notions sewing channel for more sewing adventures and tips and tricks and resources and patterns. And don't forget to subscribe and stay notified so that you always know when we've got a new video or a new pattern or all the things that are coming up on the frontier for us. Happy sewing, and I'll see you again soon.